Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel, keeping it real. So you don't know what today is, but today is Easter Sunday. And for the past couple of years on Easter Sunday, I've been doing songs from my favorite musical, which happens to be Jesus Christ Superstar. Now, I have done several songs off of that album already. 13 if you count the video that I did earlier today, which happens to be The Temple, and this one happens to be Judas's death.
Damn.
Now, I will warn people ahead of time that at the end of the video is Judas unaliving himself.
He's not lying. Now,
what gets me is that all four books of the Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, mention Judas's betrayal, everything like that, but only one of those four actually mentions Judas's death, and then the other place it mentions Judas's death is in Acts.
That's the fact, Jack.
So, Judas was so grieving with what he had done that he attempted to give the money back, and they wouldn't give the money back. And so it says that Judas went somewhere and unalived himself on a tree. And then others say that, he was found later on bloated by the heat and everything else like that, and that the bottom half of his body, or from his guts down, just burst open.
fuck.
And so that the church, with the 30 pieces of silver that they had given Judas, that Judas had given back, they bought the land, turned it into a potter's field, and that's where Judas was buried. Now, Carl Anderson, when he portrayed this role in the movie, he really epitomized Judas, in my opinion, and I could feel that angst and what am I supposed to do and things of that nature.
For real.
But I've also read the Gnostic gospel to Judas, and in that gospel, it kind of mentions that, Judas was like Jesus's best friend and, his rabbi, and Judas was given a lot of information that some of the other apostles were not privy to, because normally when there's a rabbi and a underling that are that close, they're given more teaching than maybe some of the others. And then you also, go into it like Judas. If Judas hadn't done what he had done, would we be where we are? What does it say here? Due to his notorious role in the gospel narratives, Judas remains a controversial figure in Christian history. His betrayal is seen as setting in motion the events that led to Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection, which, according to traditional Christian theology, brought salvation to humanity. So, it's like that's maybe where Jesus knew it was going to happen. Judas knew it was going to happen. Jesus was going to die. Judas was so, wrought with grief that he, unalived himself. And then here we have it that we believe that Jesus died on the cross for our sins.
I am a Christian, and this is some bullshit.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 5 videos each and every week. Keyword is on try. So without any further ado, here is Jesus Christ Superstar and Judas's death.
Judas. Remember? So Peter denies Jesus 3 times. Now, Judas, on the other hand, yeah, he fucked up. He sold Jesus out here. How do you get behind a religion that demonizes a guy like Judas and makes a saint out of a guy like Peter?
Well, one was a man who had a crisis of faith. The other one sold his soul for his own gain. So you have to ask yourself, which one are you?
My God, I saw him. He looked 3/4 dead, and he was so bad I had to turn my head. You beat him so hard that he was bent and lame, and I know who everybody's gonna blame. I don't believe he knows I acted for our good. I'd save him all his suffering if I could. Don't believe I was good, and I'd save him if I could. Confessions, forget the excuses. I don't understand why you're filled with remorse. All that you've said has come true with a vengeance. The mob turned against him, you backed the right horse.
What you have done will be the saving of everyone. You'll be remembered forever for this. And not only that, you've been paid for your efforts. Pretty good wages for one little kiss.
Christ, I know you can't hear me, but I only did what you wanted me to. Christ, I'd sell out the nation, for I have been saddled with the murder of you. I have been spattered with innocent blood. I shall be dragged through the slime and the mud. I have been spattered with innocent blood. I shall be dragged through the slime and the slime and the slime and the mud. Don't know how to love him. I don't know why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. He is not a king. He's just the same as anyone I know. He scares me so when he's cold and dead. Will he let me be? Does he love me too? Does he care for me? My mind, it's in darkness. God, I'm sick. I've been used. And you knew all the time. God, I'll never know why you chose me. For your crime, your foul, bloody crime.
Yeah, I like that song a lot because, again, you feel the angst, you feel the confusion of what Judas is going through. He doesn't want to be saddled with this, remorse that he's feeling, that he's overwhelmed with. And so, he goes and unalives himself. And what makes it even more haunting is that about 15 seconds before he does that, even when the beat is still going, dun, 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 in the background you can hear a chorus start going, poor old Judas, in the background. And then you hear it once he does it. You just hear that chorus going, poor old Judas. And I think it says something else like sad old Judas or something like that. But it just, it gets to me. And it got to me as a little kid, not only watching the movie, but we had the album in the house. And it was just something like, I feel that. I whatever story is being told, it's getting to me right here.
Keeping it real, son.
And inside of here. And so at that time, I had a definite foundation in Christianity growing up. It is only as I got older that I kind of moved away from the church and just tried to keep myself in a way where I treat everybody with respect. I'm not I'm not a bigot, I'm not a racist, I'm not fornicator, I'm not, we get it, any of those things. I'm just me. So I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I'd like to know what you guys think. I'd like to know. Leave your comments down below. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.